Good morning, intrepid readers. How are you doing on this fine Wednesday morning? Yes, it's Wednesday morning, even though I'm talking about my blog from Sunday morning. And that's just how we keep things going around here, like one little bit at a time. Here we go. So, last week's blog is entitled The Mystery of My Firstborn Son. And really, because what it is the mystery of shades of gray. And I'm not talking about the sex book, the S&M, whatever, famous Frustrated Housewives book. I'm not talking about that. All right. I am talking about my oldest son, whose name is Gray, Grey. And his name came up as something of importance in our lives recently with the change in administration in our government. So let me explain. All right, so my oldest son is 10 years old, and he has always known Barack Obama as his president, known and liked Barack Obama as his president. So last week, we sat down as a family and watched Obama's farewell address to the country. And I looked over at Gray when the address was finished, and he was in tears. And I said, honey, what's wrong? And he said, I don't want Donald Trump as a president. I want President Obama. And man, the thing about having a child who's in tears is that you want to do anything you can do to make those tears go away. And so I felt so bad for him, and I called him over, and we sat down, and we talked about pendulum swings and cycles and how things go this way and then they swing back this way, and how we just needed to exercise our right to vote and to be active in our congressional districts, and how we need to keep in mind what we want and do whatever we can to keep that in the forefront of our minds. So anyway, we had a discussion about compromise, because I think that's kind of a big issue with everybody's lives, especially in this divided nation we're kind of in these days. It's kind of scary, isn't it? So we talked about shades of gray, which I thought was interesting in how it applied to his name. And the need to look at things not from a black and white perspective, but from somewhere in the middle, where you could look at both sides and come together with shades of gray. And so I wanted to write about that in the blog, in terms of the importance of looking at issues instead of from this things are only this way or only this way, how we can come together and discuss issues from a compromising standpoint, from a standpoint of, and not of weakness, but of togetherness, of unity. And so that's why I wanted to write about that this week, and about my poor son, who was so heartbroken that he's losing the only president he's ever known, and how we are as a family are gonna deal with that. And so I wanted to talk to you guys and have you let me know what you think about that. And then I had to add at the end, I guess my second son, his name relates to this topic, this theme too, which is so cool. His name is Griffin. And if you don't know what a griffin is, it's a mythological figure, mythological creature who is half lion, half eagle. And it's kind of a symbol of the divine. It's a guardian-like symbol, guardian creature. And I thought that was fitting, super fitting and super apropos. I named him that because I used to teach mythology, and because I love mythology, and because I like the name Griffin. But look at how it goes with the theme. Isn't that great? So you've got two creatures, both very different, coming together to find one unified creature that is a divine guardian. Oh, it's like I've got the chills. I've got the shivers from just thinking about how cool that is. Gray for shades of gray, griffin for this divine guardian-like figure who is made of two different creatures that come together. And on my blog, if you look at my blog, there's a Wikipedia entry that kind of describes the creature that is the griffin and the different, some different ideas about it. So anyway, that's my conundrum, is the mystery of Shades of My Firstborn is how I titled it. But really it's Shades of Gray, and how we as a society, I think, would do much better if we approached things from the perspective of gray, shades of gray, and Griffin the creature, and those are my sons, and it just works out all so nicely. So I would love to hear your views. Email me or whatever. And until next time, stay mystified.